Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a sleep consultant at Helping Babies Sleep. Don't forget to hit subscribe to never miss a baby sleep tip. And today we're talking about how to get your 1-month-old on a great newborn sleep schedule. So the first thing you need to know is really there is no amazing schedule at this age, but you can work on having a really great daily flow that will help you have more predictability and more confidence in what your day is going to look like. So I don't believe in these set schedules at this age, or really any age, because I feel like set schedules can set you up to fail because they assume that your child will sleep to the period that you said they would. So you're assuming that they're going to sleep till 7, but what do you do if they wake up at 6? And what if that hour-long nap that's on the schedule only lasts 30 minutes because they woke up, pooped themselves awake, or whatever? So my goal is to teach you the flexible schedule, the idea that every time you wake up, you predict when you need to be getting your child down, and every time they feed, you know when they should be hungry again. It's a feeding window. It's not strict, and you can always feed earlier, but the idea is at this stage to help you become a really good newborn detective. And so when you have kind of more of a feeding window, you're able to rule out variables. My child is fussy, but I know she just had a good feed an hour ago, so she's probably not hungry. What else could be bugging my child? And so you can get to the root issue. I didn't do that. I just nursed my son back to sleep every time he cried. And what that did was I taught him that the boob was a soother. So anytime he was upset, that's what he wanted, and it would band-aid it. But I always missed the root cause. So yes, I muted the tears and I calmed him down for a little bit, but those issues popped back up in half an hour, 45 minutes. One of the most common errors that we make in this stage is misunderstanding the effect of fatigue. Fatigue can very much imitate hunger. And yes, the feeding will calm them down. But the key really at this age is prevention, right? Being proactive, anticipating what the need is going to be, and then being able to help your little one achieve that. So like I mentioned, there's no set schedule, but there is a daily flow. And ideally, you're trying to feed on wake up, have some awake time, and then they go down for a nap. And here's the kicker. At this age, they really can't stay awake more than about 45 minutes to an hour. If you keep them up longer than that, it's going to be harder for them to fall asleep and then stay asleep. I remember rocking my son for like 45 minutes to get him to go down, and he woke up 40 minutes into his nighttime sleep. And that's because he was so overtired by the time I put him down, it was too hard for him. It took a long time, and then he woke up. So timing is like the easiest and most important thing that you can do at this stage. 3 other things. 1, work on your milk supply and feeding. Really, that is the most important thing, keeping them alive. Getting your milk supply up, getting them used to the formula, the bottles, whatever. That's the most important thing. The second thing is that it's your job to know when sleep has to happen. So those first few days, weeks, they probably fall asleep sleeping. They're growing so exponentially, they're tired all the time. And as they get a little bit older, you'll have slightly longer awake times, and then it's your job to know that sleep needs to happen. And I would use the clock to help you with that. And the third thing is, it's your job to be a sleep detective, figuring out why your kiddo isn't sleeping. Is it overtiredness? Is it hunger? Is it gas? Is it the need to burp? All of those things will come into play. If you want to get more information about this, I do have a newborn sleep class that's specifically for kiddos from birth to 8 weeks old to help you be a sleep detective. Establish healthy sleep habits. The number 1 goal is to keep your baby well rested in the class, and the second goal is to use methods that you can maintain, because sleeping on you works and it's wonderful and we love it. But it's going to be hard to maintain at 4, 5, 6, 7 months. So can we also work on getting your kiddo to be sleeping in the bassinet, and also work on this daily flow that will help guide you as the months go?